Donald Trump's oath-taking ceremony is being organized inside the Capitol building. Traditionally, the inauguration ceremony of US presidents is held outside, on the steps of the Capitol building. However, Trump's ceremony on January 20 is being moved indoors due to extremely cold temperatures. The temperature is expected to drop even below -5 degrees or -6 degrees Celsius. So to ensure the safety and comfort of the guests attending the ceremony, it will be held indoors instead of outdoors. The cold weather has necessitated a change in the venue. That's fine, but more importantly, we should understand why it is so cold. What is the reason behind the sudden freezing temperatures in Washington, D.C.? The answer lies in the weakening of the polar vortex. Let me explain. Think of the polar vortex as a very large area of cold air. From the term polar, we can understand that this area exists near both poles of the Earth. Vortex refers to a rotary motion where something is spinning or turning rapidly. Therefore, the polar vortex is a large area of cold air surrounding the Earth's north and south poles. When the polar vortex is strong and stable, it contains the cold air, preventing it from moving southward toward Canada and the United States. In essence, a strong polar vortex acts as a barrier, holding back the Arctic region's cold air from moving further south. But when the polar vortex becomes weak, it is unable to contain the cold air of the Arctic region near the poles. Look here at what happens. The jet stream becomes wavy and this cold air moves towards Canada and the US. This is what happens due to an unstable or weak polar vortex. See here how the strong jet stream contains the cold air while the weak jet stream becomes stretched and wavy, allowing the cold air to move southward. This cold Arctic air causes sudden extreme cold spells in areas that are typically not very cold. When this blast of Arctic air suddenly arrives, the temperature drops drastically, leading to extreme cold conditions. If you remember, in 2019, the temperature in Chicago dropped to -30 degrees Celsius due to a polar vortex event. At that time, Donald Trump, who was the president of the US and denies the climate crisis, mocked global warming in a tweet, saying, "It is so cold. Where is global warming? Please come back soon." However, science clearly explains that global warming weakens the polar vortex, resulting in these freezing cold spells. Let us understand how. Due to global warming, the poles are heating up very rapidly. In fact, the Arctic region is warming much faster than the global average. This phenomenon is called Arctic amplification. When there is snow on land and sea, it reflects incoming solar radiation because the albedo or reflectivity of snow is high. However, with an increase in temperature, the snow melts. Due to the melting of snow, dark ocean and land surfaces are exposed. Dark surfaces absorb solar radiation because their reflectivity or albedo is low. By absorbing more solar radiation, the snow melts further, exposing more dark surfaces, and this feedback cycle continues. This is the reason for the accelerated warming of the Arctic region. As a result, the temperature difference between the Arctic region and regions like America decreases. Normally, the Arctic region is very cold, while regions like America are comparatively less cold, resulting in a significant temperature difference. However, as the Arctic region warms, it becomes less cold, and its temperature difference with less cold regions like America reduces. This change impacts the behavior of the jet stream. The jet stream is a fast-flowing air current at high altitudes that influences weather patterns. Under normal conditions, when the jet stream is strong, we saw that it prevents cold air from the Arctic region from moving southward. However, as the temperature difference decreases, the jet stream weakens, causing it to become wavy. This allows cold air to move downward, leading to freezing temperatures in lower latitudes. Global warming alters atmospheric circulation, which is a serious concern because a weakened jet stream increases the frequency and intensity of extreme weather events. The unpredictability of such events also rises. Areas that are typically warm may experience cold spells, while regions expected to be cold may face heat waves. Rainfall patterns will shift, negatively impacting agriculture. Extreme weather events like heat waves, floods, droughts, hurricanes, and wildfires will become more frequent and intense. The climate crisis is real and it cannot be addressed by denial. For now, the inauguration venue has been moved indoors as a temporary solution. However, continued denial and inaction toward climate change will result in future scenarios that may not always be manageable.